We are here today to check out some more cricket.
But should we just call it like Cricket Tuesday or something like that?
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
It was repeating itself. I was like, didn't we just see that?
It's so true, though.
Okay, well, first of all,
true.
Mitch Johnson, Brett Lee, MS Dhoni, with all that boring stuff out of the way, this is a very important, momentous occasion. All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews on this Cricket Tuesday. Nick here.
Gabe. Is it the Night Watchman or is it Gabe Mush, cousin? Because it's been rough. Oh, my gosh. You know what? For today, we're going to go with Gabe, the Night Watchman.
Well, you know, if you want to take care of that Mush thing, just ask me who to go for. I'll always give you the tip. Don't worry about that. We are here for another Cricket Tuesday. Now, it's funny because when we're doing it live, like right now, it sounds perfectly fine. I get into the editing and I'm just like, oh, man, we were off by a few seconds. But, you know, do we really care? No, we don't. Here on Cricket Tuesday, we are so grateful. I'm going to count how many Cricket Tuesdays we've had so far because I don't know if we've already passed our 50th or we're coming up to our 50th. But I want to try to do something, you know, I don't know, something cool for our 50th. I don't know what that would be. So let us know if you guys have any ideas because I want to say we either passed or we're coming up to it. Let us know if you have any ideas, any videos we've got to check out that we haven't checked out yet. I'm not talking about random things, this or that. I'm talking about some great videos we haven't checked out yet. But today, I chose a video today because this one sounds very interesting. Top 10 funny catches in cricket history ever, and it promises to be HD. I've heard that before. This is from Cricket Craze. Thank you so much, Cricket Craze. I don't think we know you, but we appreciate what you do. We reacted to your videos before. Gabe, when it comes, I'm thinking funny catches aren't, it's not funny drops. It's not almost catches, it's catches. So what is like the craziest catch and I don't want to hear about David Tyree because that was a pretty crazy catch. Bubblegum on the helmet, like it seemed, right? What is a crazy catch you can think of in sports?
In sports? Oh, my gosh. All sports? Come on. I got it up on my wall. Odell, daddy. Odell, 3 fingers. I mean, that was one of the craziest catches. You know what's funny? One of the most famous catches in football history, right? The miracle San Francisco 49ers. What's it called? They got an actual name for it.
I thought you were going to say the Immaculate Reception where you got Franco Harris and how it got deflected. That was the Steelers. The Cowboys, I think, deflected it. It went backwards, and he caught it right off the floor. He caught that and ran it for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. My team has 2 of the most memorable catches. David Tyree on the helmet. That was huge because that was in the Super Bowl, of course. And Odell 3-finger catch. I think that became one of the most popular catches. But, man, I think the funniest catch or I think funny catches are catches, in my opinion, where it's you're almost dropping it, right? Or it's something you're not expecting and it's so close and people are like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Just this weekend in football, there was one with the Jaguars where the pass was going to a defender. I mean, to a wide receiver. The defender blocks it, it goes off his hands. And then I think his name is Lawrence Shashant. I can't even pronounce it. It's Lawrence Shashant, something like that. Catches it in the end zone for a touchdown off of a reception. You know what I mean, dude? The funniest catch to me, though, this week, the Jets giving up a 54-yard bomb. All you're doing is playing prevent defense.
Seconds.
In the final seconds to blow the games, the Jets are, and I know this is for you, Han, all right? This is for you because Han loves to beat up on the Jets. I think he's like a secret Patriot fan or something like that. But how do you give up that pass? How? I don't get it. The thing was, there was no defenders around him. I mean, it was one-on-one coverage. It wasn't like the play that DeAndre Hopkins had a few weeks ago in football where he literally wrestled it away from 3 people because he's got that kind of talent. No, this was just, oh, yeah, we're the Jets, and we don't realize this is the only chance they got, so I'm going to put one-on-one coverage with no safety help. The Jets.
It was one of the prettiest throws I ever saw under duress this year by David Carr. I don't give the guy a lot of credit. He had guys all around him. Final play, clutch moment. He couldn't have placed that in a better spot if you went right up to him and just dropped it off into his hands. Beautiful thing. And it's such a beautiful pass that the catch, I mean, he caught it, but it wasn't really that great of a catch because it was just right there. I mean, it's unbelievable. catches are crazy, right? In any kind of sport, you have catches in baseball. You have catch. You know, the goalie has catches in hockey, for crying out loud. In soccer and football as well. I'm excited to get to this one. As we're watching this, we're going to react to it afterwards. If I forget to say it, don't forget to let us know what are some of your favorite catches that you've seen in cricket. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as always. And we are ready to check this out in 3, 2, 1. The best videos in HD.
No easy task either.
What was that? Did it deflect off the other bat?
It is a freak. It's a freak end for Andrew Simon.
Wow.
You'd almost never see it, and you certainly can't.
Did it deflect off his bat?
I think it deflected off of
the other partner's bat, right?
The other partner's bat or his pad.
Striker can't believe it.
Oh yeah, he's smiling about it, but you can tell, like, really? Really?
I would be so upset.
Clipped it pretty firmly in the air.
Oh, his foot. Maybe his foot.
Yeah, I thought it was the
he couldn't get out of the way.
That is so tough.
Look at the umpire. Yeah, I mean, announcing that. I like that hat he has on, actually.
It's 5 for 238.
Simons. Andrew Simons. Simmons.
There you go.
What? He's trying to trick him.
Well, he's gone. Caught and bowled. Confusion. Confused the
company.
Was he trying to get the other guy to run so he could get 2 wickets?
I don't think you can get 2 wickets at one time. I'm not sure what he's doing.
That would be mad catting if the other guy left, no?
But I think you can only get 1 wicket on each ball.
Wicket comes to an end. Nobody had a clue.
I remember someone saying that before, like, you can't get a double wicket at one ball.
So easy, look at that.
Look at that. Oh, he caught, like, behind his head?
I think he was trying to save his head. And he just grabbed it. Beauty.
He's just goofing around there, playing with them.
And then there was a turn of the umpire.
Bro, he caught that in self-defense.
And there he is, Mashoud, gone for 19. 172%.
Oh, man. That was crazy. Oh!
Did he kick it up in the air?
I think like he tried to catch it and it kind of rolled up. Here's your West Indies for you. There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Wonderful work from Chris Gale.
Ooh, look at that delivery.
Was that the universe boss?
And went out of his hand, I think.
Yep. No. Oh, look at that one. Oh, there's no way. His hair's too short.
Yes. The universe boss.
Well
the younger boss?
That's the young boss right there.
Right. Oh, man.
Yeah, good effort.
Oh, yeah,
give credit where it's due.
He didn't give up on it.
That's all that matters for West Indies.
He looks so young.
140 for 2.
Yeah, he does. Like a baby.
Pakistan needed a cameo from him, but this is what happened to his innings.
Oh.
Shakib Ul Hasan, effort in the end, got
off him. It went off the guy.
Oh, that's brutal.
The body and part of helmet and the ball ballooned up once again in the air. Misbah's body.
Bangladesh.
Had a bit of luck.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, he's got him. Yes, he's out. Caught. He's got him caught. Why did he do it? Why did he charge down the pitch and go for it?
This is crazy. I love this video. I like these
hit
funny
it in the middle
catches.
of the bat, it would have ended up in the
South
stands.
Africa,
As it turned out, a little edge. It was actually fumbled, if you like, by the keeper and caught at first. Here she goes. Just got it there.
Right outside his gloves. We've seen that
Callis
so
is
many
waiting.
times.
Gotcha.
But hey, you got your friends.
Mark Waugh, 34 off 35, was doing it well.
Mark
Vance
Waugh.
Try to be positive. That's what Australia are going to try to do today.
Caught by Callis.
Big cover, unfortunately.
He's a South African legend.
34. 2 for 76.
In the air. And yes, it's got him.
That's like a hook and ladder. I think he passed it to him.
This is what happens.
I can't wish to go more for you. Have a look at this.
Oh, his foot.
Skills. Oh my gosh.
Did you see that? He kicked it.
In the air. Oh, he's dropped it. He's got it.
Oh.
That's a great catch.
Wow. Is that Tim Payne? Is that a young Tim Payne?
That looks like Tim Payne. Like 3 people.
Oh my gosh. Maybe it's not Tim Payne. It just kind of looks like him. Oh!
Wow. That was awesome.
Insane.
So Munya's flotation outside the off-stump has done him in again, and India have lost their second wicket with only 33 on the board. It's goodbye to Munya.
It is, and again the open face. We saw it the previous delivery. England bowling a full length, drawing him into his strike. Well done, Chris Lewis. Nicely taken by Graham Hick, going to his left. I don't think he's been all that impressive this morning, really. But now he's pitching the ball up far, far more than they were doing at Lords. That one left him slightly off the pitch. Didn't take it so well after all. Again, he was going to his left, and this time it went to Russell. Hick does drop a lot of catches going to his left. You have to say,
I'm so jealous.
As well, but fortunately, Russell took it, and he's out for 9 India are 33 for 2.
I don't want to fit anyone, but come on.
And what a catch! That's a stunning catch!
Look at this guy go!
She's celebrating. It's happening.
Big boy right there.
It's happening for Bermuda. Leverock the catcher.
I have no idea what they're. Maybe that's what's funny about it, his reaction. But bro,
the big man, the fridge is opened.
Oh, he just picked him
that
up.
was just a great play.
Like a gazelle.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I can't believe it. A brilliant catch. Boys, you need another 9 wickets. The game isn't over.
There he goes.
He sets off now. He's on his way.
Oh, yeah, that's unbelievable.
What a catch.
That's Odell-like.
What a catch. The big man, he's off. And we get a dance as well.
Yes, blow the kisses. Oh, that's it? No, tell me there's more. Okay. Thank you.
That is a catch. You're joking.
Where?
It's been smashed in the short leg and he's out.
Look, even the upright, he's like, you're joking.
Then it got held on the bottom.
Oh, right, the bread basket. He held on to it. Wow.
That's a painful catch. That's not a
history by taking
that might have been lavishing.
Catch in his trouser pocket. Absolutely amazing.
In his trouser pocket.
Shot fielding at short leg. The ball gets
no way, you're right, and that counts?
There are some things
that counts.
Oh man! I'm gonna start making pants for my team with the holes. Their pockets are even bigger than that.
Leg, only
yeah, exactly.
Away from a hard-hitting back.
Oh! I think we've seen that one before.
That guy has played some hacky sack in his life.
Matthew McConaughey plays cricket.
Fantastic routine, this. Gooch getting both hands to the ball.
Yep. Oh, no.
Quickly reacts. That's a fine piece of wicket keeping. And scoops the ball up. And now West Ham United come into the act. And
I love that video. That was one of my favorites in a long time. And they're all great, but that was one of my favorites in a long time because it's these freak accents. And the first guy, the commentator, the first one said, it's a freak. It's a freak. What are you going to do about that? And the umpire's just like, yep, you're done, my friend.
You know what's funny? There was just I was trying to think about it in the T20 game I just did, where again I'm gonna start actually going back and figuring out how many I've lost in a row. I think I'm like at double digits already, 13, 14. I can't remember. I ran out of fingers, but bro, your boy Pandya, he did it with the bat. Obviously, so it was funny because somebody was like, "Oh, he's not a finisher." Not a finisher. My man raked, all right? Raked 2 sixes in that last over, just saying. But there was one ball where he had actually a tough time. There was a couple of times where he just misjudged bouncers or whatever. And there was one that he caught. It bounced off. Then he was like, as he's running, bro, it bounced off his hand again. And then the third time he was able to secure it. But this all happened full speed. It was actually a really impressive catch or whatnot. But I would say that was a funny catch as well. It wouldn't have been funny if he dropped it. Just saying.
Oh, you would have loved if he dropped it. You're all about, you hate the drops when it's on your side. You're all about it when it's against you. And I understand that. I would be the same exact way.
Bro, your man Coley had a huge drop. Somebody told me about it in the comments or whatever. Hey, you forgot about that drop. There was this huge drop. And everybody was like, but the worst part about it was how Wade got out. Because you don't think that he drops that. So Wade just put his head down. And he's like, oh, he dropped it? So he can't run. And Coley picked it up and threw a dart. And it ran him out, you know what I mean? Blew up the stumps before he could get back. But I'm like there was
so he could have caught Wade, he dropped it. Yeah. And then Wade kind of was lackadaisical about it, and so then he got him on a run out in that same play.
He assumed he was out. Wade just like, his head was actually down for a minute. And then when he noticed that the ball got dropped, he tried to get back, and Coley by that time had already picked it up and threw a bullet and knocked off the pegs. But I tell you what, man, catches are so fun because people expect you to make them. But I'll tell you right now that It's like the most nerve-wracking thing. And that's why you always hear me talking about it, bro. We've hit thousands. And I mean, bro, I personally have hit thousands of ground balls at Trey, at J-Man, at Renee, fly balls. And you'll see them do it all the time. And I'm always yelling routine, like Brian Giles taught me. One of my kids' coaches, pro MLB player from the Mets. But dude, even now, there was this clip I put on not Facebook, on Twitter the other day when Trey was pitching. Best pitch he made, bro. This kid was the number 4 hitter. He was trying to go up there and rake, and Trey had struck out the 2 guys before him. So this kid's looking for something hard inside. Trey hits him with an outside changeup, gets him to pop up on 1 pitch. The kid yelled out an expletive and slammed his bat. You see the ball up, and Trey from himself, and I always say I hate when bowlers take their own wicket. I mean their own catch. Same thing in baseball. You don't want a pitcher. And I know Trey has made that catch 1,000 times, bro. 1,000 times. But I still get those butterflies in my stomach. Like, catch it. You know what I mean, dude?
Are you telling me that Gabe, the guy who's the hardest on every ball, should be caught? Every ball, there's no chance. You're telling me you're making excuses, trying to get some honesty here, and I agree with you. We mentioned this before on the drop catches one. Like, it's not always about skill. It's about in the moment. Are you going to be able to make that tough grab or that easy grab because you got everyone looking at you? In baseball, catching a ball in the first inning is not like catching a ball in the 9th inning. Come on.
Absolutely
catching a ball
not.
in a 5-4 game is nothing like catching an 8th inning ball in a no-hitter or something like that. They're all different. And when you got to close them out, I mean, you're telling me, now these guys are professionals, so all the Australia fans are going to say, oh, absolutely not. But you're telling me some of those guys in that 20th over when a team's chasing, they need 14 runs or something, you're telling me these guys aren't telling themselves, if it comes near me, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. You get a little tight. Now, I understand these guys have been there, done that, and you're going to say, oh, but Nick, athletes, they don't worry about that. Really? You ever heard of a guy named Derek Jeter from Major League Baseball? This guy admitted himself he still threw up before every single game in the locker room because he would get those nerves. And this guy hit 3,000+ hits, Hall of Fame, guaranteed, all this kind of stuff. You people are still human beings, right? And whatever is a typical thing, whenever it happens in a typical way, there's nothing typical about it. You've got to make it happen.
I would say 99.9% of players don't want that last ball. You do got that exceptional 1%. Your guys is one of those guys, that Manny Machado, who he wants the ball. You know he wants the ball. Hit it at me. But you know, especially if there's already an error made ahead of you in baseball, you got that not me mentality. Please, God, not me. You know what I mean? Don't hit it at me. Let him get a strikeout. Let him get it to somebody else because the pressure's on, and it could be the most routine thing. I've seen guys make a beautiful scoop, and then just on the toss to first base, it goes wide, and you're like, you miss it. It's like missing the stumps when you're 2-3 feet away. You know what I mean? Because it's the anxiety. I know it happens. Listen, and I've been there where I booted some balls and I'm like, oh my gosh. I thought you just want to die. You want to die, Nick. And that's why I know, and I mean, I've only made it at the high school level. So these guys are pros. So they booted tons of balls in their life. That's why I expect perfection at this point. But I know that every time they boot a ball and they kind of smile at themselves, trust me, the inside, if they're a serious athlete, there's no nothing in my mind that would tell me if you made it to that level. I don't care if it's cricket. I don't care if it's baseball. I don't care if it's football. They always try to laugh it off. But, bro, I've seen grown men cry before. Like, I can't believe I did. You know what I mean? Because you may never get there again. It's like, who was it that dropped the ball? We were watching, and he was like, oh, he's dropped the ashes. He's dropped the ashes. Remember when we were doing, was it Lovashank, right? It was.
I can't remember. Possibly. There's a commentator for the Padres, Mark Grant. He always gives the line, you know, if you were asked this guy, should he have caught it? He's going to say 100% yes, he should have caught it. I mean, it just happens. It just happens. Those catches were a lot of fun, though. I love seeing those freak plays because it's just something that's not the ordinary. As awesome as top-level cricket is or any kind of sport, you like seeing things you don't see every day. It gives it a little flavor. Guys, thank you so much for checking us out this week on this video. Don't forget to come back for some more in the future. And until next time,
that's 6 runs.